Hey everybody, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a kiln opening today, a small one. But before I get started, I want to say thank you to everyone. I believe I responded to everyone. I put up a community post that my little dude passed away. It was time. He was nearly 18 years old and he couldn't see and he couldn't hear and he was starting to lose his smell. He was incontinent and he was having a hard time just walking, so it was time. But yeah, I miss him. Anyway, I'll talk about that more later. I just wanted to say thank you for all of your kind words and your thoughts and prayers. So I'll put something on the end, okay? Okay, so this kiln opening was $21.85, slow cool, held there for 10 minutes and then dropped to 1900 and held there for 30 minutes. I did put cones. They weren't right at the top. They were a little bit down and it didn't get very hot. So I'll just kind of keep an eye on it. It could be a thermocouple thing, but this is the 6. And with this schedule, I usually get something a little bit hotter. And this was the 7. Here we go. Anyway, it is what it is. It's not that anything really looks under fired, just not as hot as I would like it, you might say. So we'll start with a test plate. This one was, this is 370 white stoneware. And I was testing the 3 Shinos that I have by Spectrum. So this base Shino is Citron, and this one is Blue Oyster, and this one is Cherry Salmon. Now I've used these on pieces, well, especially this one, I used on a piece on a mug, and it was cool because it granulated. Here it's not. And when I went to the supplier and saw these Shinos, I'll try and find a picture and put it right here. This is why I fell in love with it. So I was trying that myself. So you can see here that on yellow, I was trying the cherry salmon on top with the blue oyster. And then here, I was trying something. I don't know what it was. And here on the cherry salmon, you could see the blue oyster, but I didn't put it on very thick. So it really was just a test to see how it would do. I do like that yellow, and if I put the flower on 2 times, then it might look really pretty. Anyway, just a test. And then I made these little dishes, and I'm sorry, I'm still getting to the tutorial, I really am. The 370 clay, and then I put the speckled engobe on the back 3 times. And there's these little doggy stamps, and the doggy stamps I actually printed off of Maker's World. So when you buy a 3D printer, there's projects that you can just print off that other people have designed, and these puppies were on there, and I just love them, of course. And so the puppies are flooded with Amico chocolate brown underglaze, which you can't tell, it kind of looks black right now. And then it's 4 times fog by Amico. So anyway, there's that one. And this one. And this one. They're cute. And I don't even have them all here made. I don't know how many stamps there are. So yeah, they're cute. And they're just made, you know, in these things. And then I had made this teeny spoon rest, which I actually like the size. And the underglaze transfer is Elan, and this is done the same way. So this one was just done with a bigger one of those plates, and then when I popped it out of the plate, then I just formed this, and I kind of like it. Not, you know, it's a good size, so I'm happy with that. So there were a few little meh things, and let me just pull them out. So this one was, I had just had bunny sprig molds from Temu, and it's 370 white stoneware. Inside is the white liner that I got from Sarah, and I mixed it up and I'm loving it. It's a great white liner. And so I put it on my website. So when you go to my website, which is audreylynnstudiios.com, and you go to the little hamburger thing, it's under resources, and the white liner glaze is there. Okay, so the sprigs are bunnies. They're okay. One of those bunnies is actually kind of freaky looking, but but the glaze ran over it anyway, and I see a nice big pinhole here, and I don't know if it's worth refiring. It's soft white, and then here I had some different colors here, but they've all run off, so anyway, we'll see. I don't know what I want to do with it. I'm kind of in a meh mood, right? So this Handbuilt I made a long time ago with Sue Butler's roller. She gave me a little sunflower roller because that she's done as a tester, and it sort of worked out. So I just made a little mug. And so it has the white liner and soft white by Spectrum, and then gunmetal green at the top. So it's nice enough. It's okay, you know. It's sellable. It's good. It's in the round. I mean, for a hand built, I always do manipulate the rim anyway, so. Then, I guess this one I was just a touch disappointed with. Thank you, Kim. I wanted to try one of these mugs that you did. I quickly did it. So what I have here is the 3-ton speckled engobe, and then the daisies are painted with stroke and coats. Now, one thing I learned is that keep your center isolated from your petals, because of course stroke and coat drips or melts together. It, you know, it doesn't stay isolated, and I know that. But I kind of did it anyway. I mean, it looks fine. It looks completely fine. But anyway, like I said, I did it quick. I just wanted to do when I saw Kim's beautiful mugs. This is curry on top, and it's full of pinholes, and that just never happens to me, especially with Spectrum. So I don't know what's going on there. So it'll have to go back in, and we'll just take our chances. Yeah, it's okay. This turned out just fine. It's just simple. So it's speckled stoneware, and it is, I think it's Spanish moss, but it's can't come out really light. So Spanish moss by Spectrum, and then this is shallot, and on the inside is ginger. So yeah, it's just simple. Nice. This mug, I do this combo a lot on all different clays. So speckled bath and white liner on the inside. See how nice that looks? And yeah, the 2 times cactus, 2 times floating turquoise, both by Spectrum, and then 2 times olive float by Mako. And always sells, always works. I do like that. This one is partly Kim and partly Jeanette. No, this one's Jeanette. Sorry, this is 2 times honey flux, 1 time river birch, and then olive float on the top. A couple times. So nice and simple, but there's lots of drama in this simple combination because that olive float, you know, like the river birch gives you a little bit of interest here, and the olive float is just interesting. It's really a beautiful glaze. I'm gonna have to sand that a little bit. Anyway, yeah, it turned out good. And another Spectrum mug, speckle buff, white liner with some curry in it. I don't know what happened there. And this is papaya. Is it? No, I think it's sunrise. Sunrise 2 times here, sunrise 2 times, sorry, curry 2 times there. And those are Spectrum glazes, and really 2 times is all you need with Spectrum, hey? And then here is amaryllis a couple times. Oh, turned out nice. All right. Then I'll just pause you a second. Gosh, I just noticed the top of this oil bottle is really rough. Like it frothed. That is so strange. I could sand that and put it back in, but that is weird. Anyway, here you go. So it's 1 times honey flax, 1 times river birch. This was all amaryllis times 2, and then 2 times Albany slip brown. Sorry about the noise. These guys are working out here. And it crazed, which normally doesn't do. Anyway, that's going back in. I'm going to definitely take a chance on that one, going back in. This is a nice little sea mug. White liner. And all my little creatures are done first with 2 times sea salt by Mako. And then on the starfish, I put 1 time sunrise. And the seahorse had 2 time, I don't remember. You can't even see it anyway. And then I waxed them. And then after I waxed them, this is sandstone down here. And then, is it Norse? Yeah, Norse. 2 times, 1 time Celadon bloom, and then light flux in here. So that turned out nice. it's kind of drippy here and there. That's okay. And handle looks good. Yeah, nice. All right, and this one was just an experiment, and so number one was coral sands. Okay, coral sands here, and I did that times 3, and then next I did the green jasper times 3, and then I did the amaryllis times 2. So it's different. I don't mind it. It's definitely different. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Okay. Then I have my sippy straw cups that I make with pool noodles. And this one, they're both the same. Yeah, they're both the same. So this one I did with Vermont Pottery Works rollers, the seashell one, bought a long time ago. And I was trying out Kim Unseth's combination with Louisiana Bayou, Spanish moss, and ginger. I think that's what I did. Yeah, ginger, Kim. And then I just actually put river birch on it here and there. And yeah, I like that. And then on the front is creatures here. So again, 2 times sea salt, 1 time sunrise. And then again, I don't know what I put on that starfish, doesn't matter. So yeah. And here's the other one. Then I have a platter that's meh, it's okay, that I did with Fin Forms. I bought them a long time ago. I'm glad I did. I like them anyway. This roller is another pottery, Vermont Pottery Works, and did get obscured in here, but I think that's because I didn't have a great impression there. But it's a whale roller, and then this is a whale sprig. This is 370 clay, so that's white stoneware. Is it white stoneware? Yes, it was white stoneware with 3 times engobe, speckled engobe on the back, and then soft white all over, except for on the whale. And then this was Louisiana Bayou. Not crazy how it made that circle all the way around, but it's fine. And then Louisiana Bayou and fog on the whale. Geesh, looking at this, I think it might have been buff clay. Yeah, it might have been buff clay, which I usually don't put speckled buff on the back, but I think I did this time, even though it was buff clay. So anyway, nice. All right, so now I have a bowl, 370 white stoneware bowl, and this is my test of Jeanette at Far Forest. It's her Amethyst Tide. Yeah, I mean hers always turns out better, but I really like it. Yeah, I like it, Jeanette. So it was it's honey flux first. I think so, twice. And then smoking Merlot twice, textured turquoise twice, and chun plum twice. And then on the bottom I put just a coat of river birch, but yeah, it looks really pretty. And here I just did smoky Merlot. Yeah, that turned out nice. So thank you, Jeanette. I know somebody's gonna love that bowl. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I'll just put a couple little photos of Duty on the end here, and thank you again. I think the hardest part is when you remember how they were when they were little puppies. I'm okay. I really am. So thanks for joining me. Peace out.